Hi friends, welcome back to Mark's Speed Shop. I'm afraid we don't have a whole lot, I don't have a whole lot to show you this week, but I still wanted to put a little video together to have something for you. And I guess you can kind of see why. Now of course I do have the shop, but with the lack of heat and this inclement weather, I just hadn't put a whole lot together. But I'm going to show you a couple little things here. I'm going to clean up the snow on the old Plymouth here and fire it up, and we're going to just show a couple little things like that. So I hope you enjoy it. And be sure to come back next week, because I'm probably going to be working on my little Ford Ranger some. I should have already done that. It's four-wheel drive. That's going to be kind of a will it run, and it's been a couple of years since I've cranked it, and the way things are with gas and all that, you know. So that should be a pretty good one. I still got to finish up that exhaust on that Charger, so I've got a few more things coming up. It's just with this weather, I just didn't get much done this week. Let's see if we can get a little bit of the snow off here where I can get this hood open. Certainly no guarantee that this thing's going to crank. Being so cold, it's been sitting here for, a couple of weeks in the cold. So we're going to give her a try. Give her a try and see if she'll run. I gotta admit, as hard as it is on me in the summertime, and y'all seen me get mighty hot, I'll kind of be glad when it's springtime again. I don't mind some of the colder weather, but this snow and teens temperature is kind of tight. Now, of course, I don't really recommend dragging the snow off of a car too much, especially if you got a nice finish on the paint job. Because if your car is a little dirty, so you might get a little scratch, in the paint on it. This is a satin paint on this. And it's been painted for a few years, so I don't think it's really it ain't gonna hurt it. I want to kind of, we'll get the snow off of it. We got a real good snow last night. Real good, real deep. Well, I mean, several inches. Not bad. All right, let's see if we can get a little, hook your battery up and see if this thing will fire up. Get a little heat in her. My hands are a little frozen now. All right. This thing ain't gone dead. It's been a couple of weeks since I fired her up. right, Ryan. Yes, see him trying to idle. Not bad. Good old car. Good old car. Ooh, it's cold. All kinds of little tracks out here. Some kind of critters coming across here. It's all snowy. It's kind of nice. I don't mind this too bad. I did park the truck up there. This little hill right here, really hard to get up. A lot of times it will, it'll melt on the driveway and the roads will be good and dry. And this little hill over here, it'll stay icy. Look at this thing running and idling. Good day. I gotta hook that tack up. I'm gonna leave it in here. Let's let it run for a little bit and get some heat in her. I don't know exactly what went on with my windshield wipers. They won't go all the way down. And they won't stop wherever you turn the switch off. I'm sure it just needs a little something. She's running pretty good. Something going on with the wipers. It's the weirdest wiper switch I've ever seen. Click to it. It's almost like an intermediate. It doesn't have a low and a high. You just turn it on and then you can just roll it forward and it goes faster. Kind of neat, but it has issues. Pretty good being 59 years old now. It's a 66 and this is January 2025. Really ought to crank up a couple of these others. Cranky granny cars, the Cornetto. And it's actually kind of cold. One thing I do hate on Mopars, well, I don't hate it on the Mopars, but I hate it when it happens like this. It's this cowl panel where it gets all the ventilation inside the car. See how packed it is with snow? See, when all that melts, these cars come with drains that come out in there and come out down at the bottom. Well, over the years, they get leaves and crap and debris in there. So any moisture, rain, especially snow like this, sits in there. When it melts, the little drains might be stopped up. It'll try to rust into the car and leak. This one doesn't seem to be too bad. Windy. Sounded pretty good. I'd like to put twin lines on it later on. Maybe all in good time. Old critter tracks. still like my old Plymouth. It's been a really good car. Haven't driven it a lot. I don't drive any of them a lot, except that one. And the Soul Shaker there, 7 years old, the 29th of this month, which is rapidly approaching, is the 7-year anniversary that I bought that truck. So it had a November sticker on it when I got it. So it was actually built and stickered at the decal, inspected at the dealership in November of 17. So I've had it for 7 years, and it's only got like 49,000 miles on it. It's not too bad. I don't do a whole lot of driving anymore. This IROC, bought it. It was a year old when I got it. It had 12,000 miles on it. I bought it in 1990. It's an 89 IROC, and it's only got 95,000 original miles on it now. And I drove it, a daily driver, for 5 or 6 years until I bought something else. Now this one, I put a lot of miles on. I had to do some traveling on this just about every weekend for a few years. So when I gave it to Laura, I'd had it almost 10 years at that time, and it was about 13 years old. It had about 130,000, 135,000 on it then, and now Laura's been driving it for about 6 years. I think it's got like 100, maybe 170 or 175. Now I will not drag the snow off this thing. It's still got that. It's got the best paint job. One of the best paint jobs I've ever done, maybe the best. And it's high dollar. Well, high dollar. It was $250 for the gallon of clear itself, and then you still had to harden it on. So it was over $300, and this was 2 or 3 years ago. So higher dollar clear is $1,000 a gallon. That's just crazy. It's ridiculous. I will not be dragging snow over it. I do not want to scratch it. This thing's still just a burn away. All right, well, while that's just idling and warming up, take a quick walk around here. Show y'all how the snow is on everything else. I used to love the snow when I was a little kid. I guess most of us do. I don't mind it so much now if I don't have to go anywhere. Ah, sun coming out. That's nice. That sure makes it pretty. Yeah, if I don't lose power, that's the main thing. And have some groceries. I am on a well, so if I have power and nothing's wrong with the well, I have water, and that's very good. But as an older guy, it don't thrill me as much as it used to. Now it's hard to see in this, but this is the little hill. This is the driveway right over here, and it's just a little bit of a slope right here. And it can be sunny, and it'll melt on the driveway and be melted out on the road. And if it's really cold, it'll stay snowy and icy right here. So sometimes everything will be clear and I can't get out if I park down below this little hill. I always park up there when it snows. I know that's going to sound good on the video, all that wind blowing. At least this time it's just snow. Earlier this week, it snowed a little bit, a good dusting of snow, and then it iced, freezing rain. Try to keep my little bird feeders full. They need the food. But this came last night, It was just snow, which is good. But, more wind. Alright, well, it's getting good and warmed up. Did good. Right up in the coal. Ran good. Hopefully charge that battery up a little bit more. Well, it's doing pretty good. Ready for, I don't know, at least 10, 15 minutes maybe. It's not even, I mean, it's warm, but it's not hot at all. That feels good right there. It's not even warm, but it's a good running engine, good running car. I hate to slam the hood too hard. It's funny because sometimes you slam the hood and the glove box door opens. Oh well, not bad for 59 years old. Sweet little car. Fun car, not fast at all, but not bad for a little V8 two-barrel. We'll see if I can't fix that some too. We'll see. All right, well, that's gonna do it for this video. I know it wasn't a whole lot, and it was even less work than usually gets done, but it's just been a week with the weather and everything, so I just hadn't really felt like getting out and doing it. I've been doing a whole lot of other things, but I really appreciate you coming back, watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I like having a little something. Come back next week because I'm going to get back to work on something. Probably the Charger, maybe a little more on the C10, and I'm going to start digging into that Ranger four-wheel drive. So, got plenty to do. I just got to get out and do it. So, remember, every little bit you do gets you that much closer to finishing your project. I really appreciate you coming back, watching, seeing what's going on, even when it's not much, and just visiting with me. I really appreciate it. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and come back next week, and I'll be here, and I'll see you at the shop. Oh yeah, just hit that little button to subscribe. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate everybody.